Myra, a tough act to follow. I would say that the cake is being cut. And so what I would like to do, guys, is I would like to actually begin my presentation, and if people can quietly, all right, get dessert, right? I think we could probably do that, maybe sort of working from this table, a middle table, and then working our way towards the potluck table. People can grab a slice of cake and continue to listen, and we can go about the program. All right.
Coach, you just found there's chocolate, vanilla, and spice, and there's about 10 or 15 chocolate, vanilla, and spice. There's 3 different
There's
cakes.
chocolate, vanilla, and spice.
And there's about 15 programs left. If anyone at the end of the season, they're just for the taking. If someone wanted a second or something as a keepsake, those are just for the taking. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so if we could go about this in a somewhat controlled, quiet way, chatty girls, okay? So, the varsity season this year was very successful. We were 13-6 overall. I've been involved in the program for 8 years, and that's the most wins that I've had as a coach. So that, is really credit to an incredible team. And, as Coach Morrow said, we probably all feel that we could have gone a game further, but, we didn't, and that's soccer, and that's sports. Hopefully we'll remember, right, and, try to learn and maybe do even better next year. So, our only losses during the regular season were against 3 Division I teams, twice against Pittsfield, 1 to West Springfield, and we dropped a couple of games to Wacona, who ended up winning the D3 Western Mass title. So not bad. The 5 regular season losses, and then obviously we lost the final game to Savage. So every season has a story. Our season has a story, and they're always unique. So the first chapter of our season is, I've dedicated to Donna Summers. We Will Survive. I know it's I Will Survive.
It's Gloria Gaynor, Tom.
Gloria Gaynor. I knew I didn't have it right. So anyway, good thing I'm not going to sing the rest. All right. It's not Donna Summers. Huh?
No, it's not.
All right. Okay. So, well, there's the little music history. So, so looking at the first 6 games of the season, I concluded that if we can play a 500 ball, we will survive. First, we handily defeated Drury 7-1. Then we proceeded to get shut out by West Springfield, 5-0. But they turned out to be the D1 Western Mass champ, and they're still playing soccer. So that was nothing to be ashamed of. And then that set up a really key early season matchup against Mount Anthony, and especially with Pittsfield, our next game. So Pittsfield's on the immediate horizon. Mount Anthony comes down to our field, and we jumped all over them pretty early. About midway through the first half, we got 2 goals in 2 minutes, and held on eventually. Right, it was a struggle, but we held on for a really pivotal 2-1 win. We then dropped a home match to Pittsfield, 1-5, and I know we all felt that we gave up far too many goals. The match was closer than that, but we lost to Pittsfield. And then we easily dispatched St. Mary's in Westfield, 6-0. And then, that healed some of the wounds of the Pittsfield game. But not for long, because we then proceeded to lose to Wacona, at Wacona, 0-4. But at the end of the first chapter of the season, we salvaged a 3-3 record that I felt put us in a pretty good spot for the next stretch of games. So, chapter 2 is Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Gloria Gaynor. No. I know. No, that's Diana Ross, right? Isn't it? Ain't no mountain high enough? Ain't no valley low enough?
Temptations.
Temptations? All right. 0 for 2. And Diana Ross. All right. So, first, so this stretch of games was, we put together 5 straight wins. First, we defeated Lennox on the road, at night, on a Monday night, to make things even worse, in the cold night for September, and we held on for a 6-4 win against, I thought we controlled, even though she got a hat trick. We controlled Irachi pretty well, who was one of the best players in the county. Then we beat Hoosick at home, and that was a huge game, much anticipated game against some former coaches here, and it was real emotional. There was a lot of chat online and so forth, and I know that the girls are pretty keyed up for that game, but they kept their emotions in check and beat Hoosick 2-0. It was a struggle though. We didn't get our second goal until the last minute of the game. Then after spotting Lee, so we went down to Lee, a first half goal, we exploded for 5 second half goals en route to a 5-1 win. So it took us a while to get uncorked, but we finally got it together against a improved Lee program this year. Then we held on for a 2-1 win at home against Monument, and that was a huge game before heading on the road to play Mahar all the way in Orange, Mass, on the turf, and we beat them 4-2, and I thought we played one of our best games of the season on turf. We counterattacked beautifully and got the best of Mahar. And that was a good team. That was a team that ended up in the Western Mass tournament as well. So, a 5-game win streak. We end the second chapter of the season with an 8-3 record. So we were feeling pretty good about ourselves as we headed into October. So the next chapter is, I think it's Tom Petty, and it's called here, I'll try to sing it. The waiting is the hardest part. All right. Leah didn't like that one bit. So that's our second chapter, and you know what? It was all about waiting. And we know we needed 2 points to clinch a Western Mass tournament berth, and the glow of our 5-game win streak waned with 2 straight losses to Pittsfield, 1-3, down on their turf. We played very well, but came up short again. And Wacona, competitive game up on our turf, 1-4, we lost. And, it was 1-2 with about 18, 19 minutes left. So we were right there with Wacona, which, makes that third game, right? That anticipated third attempt against Wacona. We never got there. So, but we did play much better the second time against Wacona. Although we, were competitive, we had to wait another week to try to clinch a berth. So, chapter 4 is so good, because we got in the tournament. So, I don't know what song that is, but we quickly ended the wait by handily defeating Lennox at home, 5-1. We were in the tourney, but now we needed to work on getting a high seed. So we quickly clinched a berth against Lennox. Not much drama in that game. We handled them well. And then after a St. Joe forfeit, we won a wild road game in driving rain at Renfrew Field versus Hoosick, 3-1. Essentially eliminating Hoosick from postseason play, because they had to beat West Springfield to get in after we beat them. And yeah, we love the rain. So we played well in that game on the road on a small field in front of a pretty hostile crowd, and once again with a lot of emotions, but we came out on the winning side. So essentially we defined Hoosick's season in their early exit. So the next chapter is the revenge of Athol. And what happened here is we, after beating Taconic 6-1 our senior night, we were already in the tournament, we're waiting our seed, and we get our seed, we're a number 4 seed in the tournament. We were hoping to get a first round bye, we didn't get a first round bye, so we're playing a preliminary round game against Athol, the team that we lost to last year on a very horrendous call, and we should have beaten them, lost in PKs. So that the bitterness of that game was still kind of percolating, and we defeated them 3-2 in a wild game, 3-2 in overtime. So the number 4 seed prevailed against the number 13 seed, but it was a struggle. And then the win, we knew that if we won against Athol, it guaranteed us another home game, and a home game against a number 5 seed Savas charter school out of Springfield. And the Savas defense gave us some problems. They could match us with speed. They put a lot of bodies in the box. They had a very good goalie. They had a strong center midfielder, and they had some speed up front. So this was a team that we felt that we could beat. I think the game proved that we controlled play a bit more than they did. But when you look at how Savas played against Wacona a couple of days later, they were up 1-0 to Wacona with 3 minutes left, and Wacona pulled out a miracle. Got a couple of goals late, one off a set piece top of the box. So obviously the Savas team was better than maybe we thought. So that was they scored a goal against us, and it was really the only opportunity that they had. We didn't have a lot of great opportunities, but we controlled possession, and felt that we were in a good position to take that game, even though we didn't want to get to PK. So unfortunately, we never got that tallying goal. So unless you win a state championship, every season ends with a loss. Unless you don't make the tournament, you win the final regular season game. But that's our goal as a program is to make the tournament and try to get as far as we can, and obviously have a good time doing that. So. We didn't make it to a semifinal game, but we know what our sights are on for next year. So, congratulations, girls, for an excellent season. So now I'd like to introduce the players, and I'm going to start with the 8th graders. So if Ella, Dudley, and first Ella, why don't you come up? We'll go in alphabetical order. Congratulations, Ella. Let me give you your certificate, and you also get a letter with the ball. Congratulations. So Ella was a swinger this year. So she got a lot of soccer in. She's a strong midfielder, sometimes plays up front. She scored a goal, so she got her first varsity point, and that was exciting for an 8th grader. Not many 8th graders get varsity points. So great job, Ella. Karen McComish. Congratulations. There you go, and there's your letter. So Karen, first year on the varsity. So she was not a swinger; she was a varsity player. She played forward, midfielder. You could put her in anywhere. Someone goes down with an injury, right? Someone's got to take their Under Armour off, that type of thing. She's out there, and you know that we're going to be fine. All right. So she scored a goal. Also got her first varsity point. Congratulations, Karen, for all your hard work and great play. So now we're on to the ninth graders. I want to start with the ninth graders who were the swingers. So if you guys could maybe slide down just a little bit. All right. So I'm going to start with Kristen Aliberti. Congratulations, Kristen. Kristen, as I mentioned, was a swinger, played forward, improved her game a lot, learned how to, turn the hips and get the ball, across the mouth of the goal. She is an absolute bust, in practice. Fun to watch. Very playful and humorous. Very entertaining. She's listening to every word I say, which is great. All right. So the next is Gabrielle Berry. Congratulations, Gabby. So Gabby was a swinger as well, and she is a great defender. She has incredible closing speed. She's aggressive, fearless, and we look forward to a lot of soccer on the varsity level next year and beyond. Congratulations, Gabby. So the next is, so now we're on to, actually I think I have them out of order. Let's go with, so it's, we're on to, I need, if you could find Kayla and Talia. Kayla, great. All right, Kayla Severa. We were sad to have, Kayla swinger forward, did a great job. We were sad to have her, struggle with a head injury towards the end of the season, which, kind of ended her season a little prematurely. But she, when she was out there, she played well, and was a great support. Was out there, with the swingers, even though she couldn't practice. She came up with us and helped out on the sidelines. So great job, Kayla. So Talia was a swinger as well, a defender. Coach Myro made a wise decision, pull her up to midfielder, so she played some center mid. And I would say the story of the season was getting her leg under her and recovering from that that ACL injury. And I think you made a lot of progress doing that, and got a lot of game time and a lot of experience, and you worked hard up on the varsity too. So congratulations, Talia. So those are our four freshmen swingers, and now we go to the 11 freshmen who were on the varsity roster. That's quite a number. So we're talking 15 total freshmen, and then we have a little smaller number when we hit the sophomore class, 1. So, but we'll get, and she's not even here. So we'll just skip the sophomore class. All right. So, Aaliyah Cavadonna. Or did you? I don't think you did. She did? Okay. So I'll just take this soccer ball out. Okay? You have a soccer ball, and I'll take the letter. Okay, there you go. And you also get this. Congratulations. Little organization here. So, I think I went out of order, but we'll, Aaliyah, first year, she was a, swinger last year, and a forward. She got her first varsity goal last year, second varsity goal, and an assist this year. So she's been on the scoreboard 2 years for the varsity. Congratulations, Aaliyah. You work hard, you got a great spirit, and look forward to next year. We're going to go back into the B's here. May, you already got the letters, so you get a ball, soccer ball. Okay. She gets a bar. She gets a bar. Now, see me tomorrow for bars because I have to cut these. Okay? All right. So you will get your bar tomorrow, but you get your certificate now. You already got your certificate. Okay, good. All right. So May Paris Wells, second year, midfielder primarily, and she scored 3 goals this year, 2 assists. So she, became a force on the offensive end. And oh, great, thank you. Congratulations, May. Look forward to next year. Elena Severa. Bars are being cut as we speak. All right, Elena Severa, second year defender. She, throughout the season, was given the unenviable job of marking some of the best players in the county, and she did an incredible job. When she went down with a head injury, we sorely missed her on the defensive end. She is a physical force and just has an incredible knack of anticipating and stealing the ball from opposing players. Great season, Elena. Thank you, Jeff. There's some bars for the congratulations, and here's your certificate. And I think you get a letter and evolve. Yes. Okay. Coming on back. And now you get a real handshake to your varsity letter. All right. Octavia, first year, forward. She scored her first varsity point against Drury early on in the season. And, so she's on the varsity scoreboard. She worked hard all season. She's incredibly, conditioned and one of the best runners to run all day on the field. So, congratulations, Octavia. Oh, great. You'll be the recipient of the first bar. Okay. You know what you could do is take a couple and maybe hand them out to the people that... Oh, they got them. Oh, okay, good. All right. So Caroline, second year on the varsity, forward, and she was, let's see here, the 4th high scorer on the team. 4th high scorer on the team with 8 goals and 1 assist. She had a huge game against Hoosick in the rain. Got the clinching, the insurance goal, the 3rd goal in that game, and got the 1st goal. And she played great. And she played strong up front all season long. Congratulations, Caroline. She gets the whole bag here. All right, and the certificate. Oh, don't leave it. All right. So, Ada, first year. It was great to have her return from the Netherlands. And played a lot of soccer over there, and it showed. She played forward to begin the year. We moved her back to halfback when Lucy really wanted to play up front, and what a great idea to sort of inject some offense into our team and move some people around and so forth. and we knew that Ada could play anywhere, and she proved it by how well she played outside mid, pretty much the whole season after we moved her back from forward. She scored 6 goals, not bad for her first year, and 2 assists as well. Congratulations, Ada. You get a bummer. Congratulations, there it is. Maya, second year defender, mostly plays stopper, but we can put her anywhere on defense. She, had a little bit of a slow start to the season with some ankle injuries a couple of times. You can see from the video her being escorted off. But she worked hard. She gave it some rest and knew what she had to do to get the ankle better. And she was out there, next few days playing and contributing. Maya, great season. Congratulations. So, Lauren, congratulations. I'm trying to think what you get. You already got your letter. All right. You probably get a bar, right? Thank you, Coach. All right. So, Lauren, first year defender. Really smart positional player, very skilled, and she, started a few games and was a major contributor on our back end defensively. She had a great season, and I had a few shots, a couple shots that were close and not bad for a defender. So congratulations, Lauren. Congratulations. So Leah, first year defender. She played mostly stopper in our stopper sweeper setup, and she was really much improved in terms of her playmaking. She became that beginning of many of our offensive possessions. She worked the ball up to our midfield well, kind of connected the levels of the team together, and got her first goal in the Monument game. Actually got the scoring started off in that big game against Monument. That was all part of that 5-game win streak. Congratulations, Leah. Okay, you have oh, that's right, you have the letter from the cross. Right. Okay. There you go. Okay, and congratulations. Okay. So Gabby, first year midfielder. She, was the first off the bench typically. She had 3 assists throughout the season, and none bigger than her sister act assist to Kelsey to seal the game in the overtime against Apple. Congratulations, Gabby. And the final freshman, Tenley Smith. Yeah, good. All right, you are all set. So, Tenley, first year goalie. She played a lot of JV games this year, so she was not technically a swinger, but she played a lot of games for the JV. She played a lot of games, she got some minutes up on the, a few games up on the varsity. She made 6 saves and did not let in a goal during the minutes on the varsity. And Really elevated her game throughout the season. Congratulations, Tenley. Okay, so as I mentioned, we only have one sophomore and she isn't here. But I just want to briefly say that Sarah Stripp is a great defender. I'll talk more about her later. Third year as a sophomore, so she started her 8th grade year. Solid sweeper, one of the best in the county. And she had that amazing goal in the St. Mary's game. After about 25 chances, she finally converted. And we were proud of that as a team and very relieved. So congratulations, Sarah. On to the 11th graders. So we'll start with Charlotte Rand. We have 5 11th graders. Can they sit down? Yeah, why don't we have you guys, okay, you guys can sit down. It's going to go a little quicker. Yeah, why don't you sit on the bench? That's good. All right, congratulations. 30 shaking hand. Shake it again. All right, and you get a bar. So, Charlotte, 3rd year in the net, 2nd year starting goalie. She had 120 saves. Less than 2 goals against average, which kept us in a lot of games. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that tally in the Savas game because she did a great job keeping us in it and providing that necessary defense on the final goal line. So, Charlotte, you did a great job this season. Congratulations, and keep it up next year. You get a bar. All right. So Haley Reinhardt, 4th year midfielder. She started young age, Haley was a force early on. She had a couple of assists, but she had a concussion during the Monument game, that kind of set her. That pretty, it ended the season, right, with that concussion. So that was, late September, and that put her on the sideline for October into November, and then she finally got clearance to play. We just needed to get one more game into the tournament. So I think by Wakona, she might have seen some action. Haley, you worked hard getting back, and we just didn't continue the season long enough for you to play again. Congratulations. Matt York. Congratulations. This first. So Maggie, 2nd year defender. Incredibly smart, aggressive. We know how aggressive she is in practice. A lot of people have hurt toes and so forth. But she, really aggressive, physical, fearless, and was a strong starting defender for us throughout the entire season. Congratulations, Meg. So Melissa, she's a 4th year player for the varsity and midfielder, and she was 3rd on our scoring list this year with 5 goals and 8 assists. Pretty nice balance there. And she was the quarterback of the team. She was in the middle of the field. She very rarely left the field, maybe for a little water break. In many ways, she was that little engine in the middle of our offense, getting things started, getting those passes from Leah, and generating some offense to our forwards. So, congratulations, Mel. You did a terrific job. Congratulations. So, okay. So Ariana, second year defender. You know, we're a little, you know, where do we put Ariana? But she clearly wanted to play defense. She, you know, is incredibly aggressive as well, and fearless. She got her first varsity point with an assist, and I'm drawing a blank on which game that was, but you probably remember. The league. Right. Okay. So congratulations, Ari. We look forward to that year. Now, on to the. Can you sit down? Yeah. You know what? I guess you guys could go back. All right. I want to talk about the seniors now. All right. So, our seniors, all of them in their fourth year, all of them captains. And I would say that, you know, with this group of tri-captains, you know, if we had 15 seniors on the team, these three would have been the captains. They were incredible captains. They complemented each other beautifully. You know, we had Merv Voller, a little sort of drill sergeant, you know, supporter, loud voice. I don't know where she gets that. And you know, Kelsey Orpin, sort of that, you know, that on the field leader.